Okie dokie, let's go to some ranked games with a random character and see who we're going to get today. And it looks like we're playing the Engineer. But we do start off with a box of riches and a red gemstone with a resistor as well. So we could take the torch and maybe try to go for that electric torch type build, which is going to inflict a lot of blind for only 6 seconds though. Maybe it's not that great. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to craft up the torch anyways. You want to go for a bit of blind then? I'm down to take it, but let's roll once. Another red ruby, a second box of riches. Can we be insanely greedy? I mean, I do want to find a battery so we can get our resistor. We're taking a second box of riches with more gemstones. Yeah, I kind of want to grab that. It's just going to be a full freaking gem type run. So do we want to start leveling up gems? Probably not, right? But I'm still going to, and I'm going to grab our stones. Now, chance to win this round's going to be freaking fairly slim. We do get 2 goes of heals for 8 heals, but also 8 damage as well. Actually, it's a little bit more of a heal. But it's going to do a little bit of damage to your opponent, so we might actually win out with 2 red rubies. The opponent doesn't really have an awesome setup. They're being greedy as well. They've got a shield to block them for damage, but they have a little bit of power to increase their damage. And that banana is going to heal them up a little bit, and we do end up falling short. They had 5 blind on us, by the way, which is madness. We got our torch, we got a little bit of poison stacking. I'm going to take a little blue gemstone, a garlic as well. I'm going to roll once. Our storage, and our battery. And honestly, just everything. That's going to be really fantastic for us. But I'm going to rock on with this. So we should be able to speed up our torch crazily fast. We've crafted up this gemstone, which now deals 6 damage with 150% lifesteal on it. So we should be able to get a good bit of a heal, take a little bit cold, cleanse debuffs. Gemstones are going to give us a ton of value right now. So you got a decent few debuffs onto opponents, but you're going to still have a decent bit of damage, a claws attack, and a frying pan. So unfortunately, yeah, it looks like we're going to lose again. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. Now we could try to go with stones, giving us 20% less damage taken for having armor. We could go Turn Burst, try to go for some daggers, or take Spicy Banana for some heals. I kind of want to try Spicy Banana today. Although this is claws attack, I definitely want to grab it, I want to roll, and I want to sell a stone with this too so we can grab some storage. Now we didn't get ourselves a banana, which is not ideal at all really, but it is what it is. Now I'm thinking about selling this blue gemstone to go ahead and grab ourselves another red ruby for even more of a heal. But let's move on. Claws attack is going to be fantastic for us. We just have to craft it up. It might be a little bit too far behind because we've already lost 2 rounds. With this gemstone in, we do have a 50% chance to inflict some poison, which is going to be nice. We inflict a little bit of blinds with our pocket sands. Our opponent is going to be cleansing it with spells called Blessing Purity, which is nice for us because they don't get the heal from it. And that heal can be insane. A little few debuffs for inflicting, hell yeah, we do smash up because of that. Now claws attacks here as well. It's going to be really awesome for us. More of these gemstones though. Grab our storage. We can grab ourselves some regen if we want to go for a vampiric stacking type situation later on, which I'm kind of down for. Also Wonky Snowman, that's our banana with a fanny pack. We want to be taking both of these. But let's move on once again. So we are going to be running through a lot more stamina by having a claws attack, but it's not going to be too crazy because it is 0.3 stamina. The problem is we're speeding up a burning torch crazily fast with the battery. But by the time the battery goes off, our stamina should be still okay. Keep smashing out. We do get some power from our claws attack, increase their damage, and that's a good bit of poison stacked up onto opponents. And hell yeah, not bad at all. And that's a bigger gemstone, 80% chance to inflict some poison. Let's grab this fanny pack. Grab this fanny pack to speed up our torch even faster. We probably do want to speed up our claws attack instead, but I also want to grab ourselves another battery, getting our heats. Can't forget our big old banana as well because we can get some heat from that too. Now I also want to grab you. 1 roll once. That's a freaking holy armor. Well, I do kind of want to grab this because we can start putting some gemstones into our armor. You know, I am going to take this. We can try to go for gold armor as well, which will give us a ton of monies if we get ourselves a Maneki Neku, which will be kind of nice. But with our battery, we should be able to get our heat stacked up a little bit faster. We're speeding up our claws attack, which doesn't have as much stamina cost, which should be awesome. And it also gives us more and more in power. So we should be able to get more and more damage. And this is actually looking kind of smashing, isn't it? Even though our opponent does have magic staff, they didn't have any magic generation or mana generation, so we could smash out no problem. And it's a good old hammer too. I mean, if we did have a piggy bank, we could have taken this. Now, the problem is, I do want to take this, but I also want to keep all our gemstones. I want to keep our box of riches, because we're just getting insane value. But I will take you. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to reduce that heals, increase your healing efficiency, and give it a tiny bit of lifesteal to our torch for now. Keep in our boxes. Although I actually just kind of want to craft this up. I'm just going to move on with this sort of situation. The armor going to give us a little bit more defenses so we can basically win out against our opponents because we're going to have 65 block. Now our opponent does have a Gubbert for tons of heals. We get lots of heat from this. They're going to be stunless with the Thornburst as well. We're also stacking up a little bit of spike action. But again, we counteract them a little bit. We're stacking up some poison. And we slow them down just a small bit with that penny of the cold. And with a charge, we do get a small bit of lifesteal as well, which is kind of nice. And we do reduce their healing by an insane amount as well. But we do manage to win out. Not bad at all. Now that's gold armor. Gold armor, Hunger Blade. Well, first things first is we're going for gold armor. Next up, we're grabbing ourselves another resistor. We want to grab the battery as well as the Hunger Blade. Yep, that's exactly what we're doing. We're going to try to go for Bloodthorne type build since we're getting ourselves gold armor because every bit of holy item is around our holy armor is going to be some regen so we can stack up infinite buffs for ourselves. Our opponent does have shielded, which means we're going to be running out of stamina, but since we have a claws attack, the stamina cost isn't going to be too crazy on us. We do got 18 heat, and our banana is going to be healing us every time we use stamina, or spicy banana I should say, but it's not looking good for us. The sheer amount of spikes they do have in the turnip, he's starting to deal some big damage, and shielded just blocks so much damage on us, unfortunately. But we got our gold armor. Now the thing is, I actually want to go for the hyper cube because we're going to be stacking up so much starting buffs that we can get the Bismuth cube to go nuts for us. Also, how the hell am I not taking this? This is going to be crazy damage. Well, we're selling a torch first of all, and I do want to take you. We have to grab the artifact stone heat as well. I want to grab both of these. I want to roll once, and we need to grab a fanny bag. Now, this on still is a holy item, which makes me want to grab our armor as well. The thing is, we need the storage because 4 cubes, 4 slots. We have a crazy armor, but we need to get more heats. The regen is going to be phenomenal as well, so we get an insane amount of vampirism instead of flicking poison. Now we sell 1 blue gemstone to grab ourselves another red ruby, so we can craft that up. I'm thinking about putting our bismuth flask on our gold armor, but also have our gold cube on the gold armor as well. Plastic cube on a banana to try and speed that up a little bit, and chromium cube, or basically a Winmore cube on our claws attack to speed that up too. But let's get moving on once again. This is a crazy amount of items that I do want to grab, but we'll see how we pan out because the faster we get our armor going, the more defenses we're going to get because speeding up our weapons is really going to help us out that much. And these are going to pop off, give us regen, which will give us more buffs that we can transform into vampirism, which again will speed up our gold armor. We have infinite defenses. And with the gold armor, weapons are slowed down by quite a bit as well. That's for sure. And our opponent does have some vampirism, but they also get themselves a practically large greatsword. And they are moving our buffs with that burning banner. We have infinite block, and with the help of fatigue, we should be able to win out, right? 1.3 cooldown on this. Once your opponent drops below half HP, our claws attack is going to be going faster. However, they're still full HP, 26 vampirism is insane, and we have 200 blocks still. Yeah, gold armor's kind of cracked, isn't it? So much defenses and smashing. Not bad at all. And it's also a lightsaber, by the way. But for this runs, I'm taking artifact stone heat. I'm also going to take you and I got over once, and we need storage. Well, I think at this point I'm going to sell two sand. We can grab you, that's going to be a bunch more regen. We need to continue to increase your healing efficiency, which is going to be awesome. We should be able to get our damage. I'd love to add in our second resistor though. We sell 1 box riches. I think we sell the garlic. A little bit of heal reduction. And you as well. So we can take this storage. So now unfortunately 1 box riches is going to have to come out once again. But again, we're speeding up our bismuth cube onto our gold armor to try and get this going faster and faster. We have double resistors in, so we should be able to stack over heat, so our artifact stone heat is going to give us crazy damage. And so all this is just going to be crazy strong for us. Now this is going to be a lot slower, so to get this to hit is going to be kind of impossible. Well, it's going to take 5 seconds fully. But we got our heat stacked up, so we should have an insane amount of damage, and it shouldn't be too bad. Our opponent does have lots of block with the Mercury Elemental, inflicting a lot of poison, but this is going to be cleansing up poison, so we don't really get as much block from it. But it's still going for us. Uber tanky Bismuth cube onto our armor is kind of insane, isn't it? Even when they're shredding that armor with this spear, this might be too much block, but not bad. Now, Stone is back again, so we can get 20% less damage taken. I kind of want to grab that. Man Mastery, don't really want it, does give us more buffs actually. That could be awesome with our Bismuth cube. Well, let's take our Stone for now. Now, here's the thing. You're going to be more regen for us, so I got to take it. Along with the coil and the extra battery. I want to place you in as a roll because we have a chance for sales and we need this storage extremely badly. Now at this point, I'm going to sell 1 box storages to continue to roll. We can grab ourselves a cog if we want to try craft something up. I actually do want to grab it because we could end up grabbing ourselves a Bloodthorne and trying to craft it up pretty much immediately. Now I did place in this coil into this spot, so we can steal more buffs, which will trigger Bismuth cube even faster, and that's going to be awesome. And we also got a Maneki Neku going as well, so that's going to speed up our gold armor even faster. It also gives us more and more regen, so we pop off our heart containers, so we get insane amounts of healing efficiency. I say insane healing efficiency, but it's only 20% still. But our opponent does have some down, and holy moly do we smash out. No problem at all. Let's grab more storage for sure. Let's also grab you a bit of energy. Not bad. And that's our Bloodthorne. Yep, we'll be taking it. Pulse attack might have to go now as well, because I'm instantly going to craft this up. I'm also going to craft up these red gemstones, and let's do it. I'm going to sell Claws attack, and I'm going to grab ourselves a slice of red, and I kind of want to craft this up to get some stamina back. Because right now I'm going to put a Bismuth cube onto our Bloodthorne to speed that up even faster. We can also get our Amulet of Energy onto our Bloodthorne, which I think is going to be phenomenal. And again, we just need holy items around our gold armor as much as possible. Right now we only have 2. Increase our base stamina regen, get more heal reduction. I'm going to roll once more. We could grab ourselves another cog. The shield is technically a holy item as well, and it will also give us more block. But it's so much storage. Wait, we can grab ourselves a moon shields. That would be so much mana. Maybe do take it. We have so much buffs to activate on our Bismuth cube. Doesn't that seem insane? Hell yeah, it does. I know we're speeding up our Bloodthorne, which might be kind of crazy, but it does go turbo nuts for us. Dealing some big damage every time we gain some buffs. But our opponent does have a shield to block a lot of damage. However, isn't this looking kind of insane? Hell yeah, it is. Not bad at all. Now the dragon for stacking heat could be also nice. It just gives 4 heat, which means it's halfway there to 1 activation on our Bismuth cube. But I also kind of want to just grab you. With our shields, let's roll once, and we could speed up our Bloodthorne even faster with this. But I'm not going to take it. I want our storage. This is also another holy item, which will use up our mana, give us invincibility, which will be kind of nice too. But I do need the storage, and yeah, I'm going to venture on once again. We have a lot of items I do want to grab, but not a whole lot of space for it. But the Bloodthorne is going turbo nuts. 2 activations within 2 seconds. It's kind of insane, isn't it? Still going super fast. Our opponent does have some lifesteal. We're dealing some big damage, even though they have no rich please as well, and a freaking stone helmet. And it's just amazing. We have so much buffs, it's kind of insane. And we also get ourselves Divine Pot as well, which is another holy item. But I'm going to take that storage. I'm going to take you. And I'm going to roll once. That's kind of insane. That's also more freaking holy items. Another Maneki Neku could be kind of awesome. I'm not going to take it. Another gold armor. I mean, I don't think you can take another gold armor. I'm just going to sell you, and I want to grab this storage. For now too. So this shiny shell isn't really going to be beside our gold armor as right now. This way we kind of set up, because I want a gold cube on it. I want a chromium cube as well as a Bismuth flask onto our Bloodthorne. This is still going to be targeting our banana. I'm not sure why, but it is. But we're going to venture on. Now this could be dangerous because you're going to get rid of a lot of armor. Also, you're going to have a crazy amount of armor too, which also going to inflict a bunch of blind. We stack up so much buffs, it's kind of insane. And a Bloodthorne is going turbo speed. We have so much regen, and we're kind of smashing through. We also attack through armor just a little bit. It's not too much. I would like to get a big blue gemstone so we ignore armor altogether. And we went out. We still got tons and tons of block, but so do we. And come on, we can do it. Hell yeah, we can. 75 damage from our Bloodthorne. Now, in terms of DPS, we only have a 60 DPS, but 60 DPS at this point in the game isn't bad at all. They have a 60 DPS as well. In terms of heals, we do have 50 healing per second, 100 max life gains, and in terms of block, 747 block. I do think we have something kind of awesome going on, so let's see if we can actually make it crazier. Gonna roll. Some vampirism from the beginning, fanny pack. Again, another dragon really wants to give us. I'm going to take you with a bit of storage and more storage and roll once. And that is our moon shield. Yep, that's going to be nuts for us. We got to take that. And we can also craft up our glowing crown, but we won't get access to gemstones anymore. But maybe that's not a bad thing. I would like to find ourselves a big blue gemstone though, if I'm being honest, so we can attack through all that block. Now I do also want to grab you. I'm also considering grabbing his storage, which I'm going to be down for. And for now, I'm going to rock on with this. I'm also looking for prismatic orbs, because with prismatic orbs we can get a bunch of starting buffs. which is going to be awesome. But also the moon shield is going to be crazy, crazy strong. It's going to give us invincibility from... Holy moly. That's a lot of freaking daggers. We could be in trouble. They're going to be doing some big damage. You're going to have tons of lifesteal. They're going to be stunned us for days. And they have infinite stamina. However, never mind. We smash out no problems at all. The Bismuth cube is crazy strong. Now, Charge Splitter is also going to give us more buffs. Also, Big Red Ruby, which is hard not to take because it's going to be so much lifesteal. So much heals, but also a bunch of blocks. So we get more and more from our moon shields. It's also another Maneki Neku, which would speed up our gold armor even more, and our Bloodthorne too. It's also holy item as well, so a lot of freaking items I do want to grab. The gold you get from the gold armor is insane as well, by the way. 3 gold every single round as well. Yeah, it's kind of insane. You know, I'm actually going to take another Maneki Neku because adding this in triggers items faster. We also get resistant to crits, so we get kind of more tanky. I definitely want to grab the Charge Splitter as well, and I'm thinking about grabbing this for now too. So I'm going to sell 1 little blue gemstone so we can go ahead and take it. Now, do we craft up a King's Crown? Not yet, right? I'm kind of saving it for the last second. But this is going to be really, really awesome. 2 Maneki Nekus means our Bloodthorne is going to be faster as well. 0.6 second cooldown, and our opponent does have a Capitalist Comfort to reduce their heals. But they also got Hammer Daggers to stun us as well. However, we skill up so much buffs that it's not going to be close at all. Or is it? I mean, definitely not. We have an insanely fantastic build right now. Another fanny pack, I'll be taking. I literally just want to speed this up as much as possible. I kind of would like to take the customer card to try and find ourselves a prismatic orb. But I'm going to ignore it. That's a big blue gemstone. I'm actually going to take that. Now, also, you want Sil? I might as well grab it for now as well, just in case. Wait, hold on. Do we want to grab these? I mean, I'm not going to. More heal reduction I'll take for sure. Let's keep rolling. That's our first prismatic orb. We got to take it, my friends. And we're also going to sell both of these just to grab ourselves a little bit more block. And yeah, I'm going to have our stone spot down in this spot, which doesn't make too much sense because I just wanted our potions aligned on top of each other. So we get our stamina from the rip on our block, and we should be in a pretty good spot still. Our opponent is rocking a cold stacking type build, but is it going to be anyway successful? Hell no, it's not. Not bad at all. Now we do want to grab you. We're going to roll again, and we could take the perfect topaz, or we could just grab ourselves a Charge Splitter. The way I've been setting this up is because I want our batteries to charge along our Bloodthorne to speed up as well. We do lose out in some value by our gold armor by having our Bloodthorne in here, but at the same time we want to make as much use of our fanny packs on our gold armor as well. Now this gives us some increased healing efficiency and 2 vampirism, but then we don't get our damage from our artifact so heats. We want this and these 2 cubes on our Bloodthorne, so we're kind of in a bit more of a tough spot. The thing is, we could have our gold armor slightly down, more like so. We can have you placed back in. The only problem is our heart container doesn't fit in beside our gold armor anymore. We sacrifice 1 thing for it because we can get ourselves a lot of buffs from having this here. Well, it's only going to be 2 mana. It's going to be 2 vampirism. It's going to be 12% increased healing efficiency, which is kind of nice. Now, if we manage to move this up and then place our holy armor up top, that could be kind of awesome as well for us. And we could also just take this divine pot. It's going to be another holy item. Gives us more regen from the beginning. It cleanses debuffs onto us. I think I'm going to take it. The thing is, to craft up our King's Crown, it means we're going to have a lot less space to put this in. But if we do craft it up, we can get more and more value from our gemstones, which will be kind of nice. Also, I don't really want to craft this up because 2 of these combined is going to be 50% heal reduction, while 1 crafted up is only going to be 30%. So yeah, I think this is going to be our best setup for now. Now we are facing freaking hammer daggers, which is kind of insane. They got some spectral daggers, so our block is going to be non-existent. But their block is going to be too crazy either. They got stuffed tronators with the hammer. They're going to have big stuns onto us. However, we still have so much buffs and smashing. Yeah, Bismuth cube is kind of cracked, isn't it? Also, did not mean to craft that up. That's definitely on me. Let's grab a destroyage. Let's go ahead and grab you for a little bit more increased healing. Let's roll again. Let's take you. It's going to be an Amulet of Fortune. We can increase our stun chance. We can increase our duplication chance. Not too much else. Now, another Maneki Neku. I mean, we could slot in here. Am I down for it? It's full Maneki Nekus, but at the same time, it just speeds up our Bloodthorne even faster, speeds up our gold armor even faster. It's 10 gold for it, which is crazy. But I'm going to take it. I'm going to sell our box, which is 2 roll. And that's a free Charge Splitter. I say free, it's 2 gold. The question is, where the hell do I put it? So this is probably going to be our final setup. Gold armor with as much value around as possible that we can fit in. Moon armor so we get a bunch of mana so we can trigger Bismuth cube insanely fast. Some blue gemstones to attack through block. Loads of increased or decreased healing efficiency on our opponents, but also increasing our own too. The prismatic orb giving us basically 16% increased healing efficiency and some buffs from the beginning. Now, really wish we had more and more prismatic cubes so we can get more. Green gemstones in our backpack to give us even more buffs. It's going to be regen, perfect for our Bloodthorne. And also, this to give us crazy amount of buffs back, which is perfect for our Bismuth cube as well, because we're going to be using up a lot of regen that we can use this back. And if we had one more mana orb, we could have exploded it as well, give us even more buffs, but also gaining a ton of buffs with Amulet of Energy as well. Now, in terms of Amulet of Fortune, I'm going to place it onto our shield so we get a small bit more chance to block. Gold cube going to be on our gold armor, makes a lot of sense, right? Bismuth cube, Chromium cube, the Windmore cube, which when our opponent drops below half HP, it's going to speed up our Bloodthorne even faster. And then our plastic cube on our Heart Container, because not really sure what else we can place that in properly. We could place it on our Slice of Toast, maybe. We try and give some stamina back, but I think I'm going to rock on with this for now. We could place it on our Prismatic Orb, but we just don't have the space for it. I'm going to slow this one down. We are facing Crippled Staff, Forest Dragon. Was definitely a build that I did want to try as well. Because they're going to have crits, they're going to get tons and tons of damage. The only thing is they are rocking a Blue Sage's Collar, which means infinite mana. They're going to have constant crits, which is going to be kind of scary at the same time, but can they really get through all, or can they survive our onslaught of our Bloodthorne? Because they've scaled up so much max life actually. With false life as well. They have tons and tons of regen, and they do get a big amount of bump. Because with the big amount of bump, they get tons of heals probably each sleep. And we're taking more and more damage from the stink is too big. And I thought this build was looking insane, but we could actually end up losing out. Never mind, we could bring it back. We're healing back to full basically. But that's 24% increased damage taken on it. And it's still going on. And they have infinite buffs as well. And it's neck and neck because this could crit us, and holy moly, we do manage to win out. I mean, at the end of the day, we did have a 72 DPS, which isn't as crazy as I thought it was going to be. And our opponent did have 110 DPS, but again, our opponent had so much damage reduction at the beginning of the fight that our DPS was significantly nerfed because we wanted to go fast from the beginning. Now, in terms of heals, we did have 60 healing per second. Our opponent did have some healing reduction onto us, but we had so much healing efficiency that was awesome. We still had 35% on our opponents. And in terms of block, we did manage about 886 block. Gold armor given 50 block per second. Now also we kind of screwed ourselves by getting rid of a banana, but it is what it is. How much rank points did we get by getting 4 lives, survival 4 lives, plus 76? Not bad at all. But anyway, stick around, we're going to jump into some round 18 fights to see how this build can perform. We're back again, we are facing a Cup Drake with a Vampiric stacking type situation. And we go turbo speeding. If they have no helmets, they should be smashed out, no problems at all. Definitely so. And can we deal with a blind stacking lightsaber type build? They're going to be inflicting a lot of blind onto us, but we can cleanse those debuffs, especially with our Divine Pot. We do get invincibility, stopping us from smashing out with our Bloodthorne. We could be in trouble still. However, we still got tons and tons of block, we got tons and tons of buffs. And the blind stacking they're going to be stacking on us, we have so much luck that's not going to matter too much. And it's just a freaking solid situation that we have. And finally, can we deal with a red collar Bloodthorne with a Blood Goobert? I mean, they're going to get tons and tons of heals. They do have 32% healing reduction onto them, so it shouldn't be too bad. And if they had a gold armor, they would have a kind of a better setup as well. But we do manage to win out.